gentlemen, science has agreed that unless something is done and done quickly, man, as the dominant species of life on Earth, will be extinct within a year.
Yes, hello and welcome to Ask Johnny for another episode. We have been inundated with inquiries and scepticism, I might say, on our last show, which was what we expected. But let me tell you, we've got a show coming up today that is going to blow your socks off. Well, we've got advice for desperate young men, desperate young married men on how to handle their spouse. We've got a conspiracy theory about cattle flatulence and how it may be destroying the atmosphere. We've got a hard-hitting expose on what the fucking hell is going on over in Afghanistan. A lot of other things. And to get through them all, we're going to go straight to Ask Johnny. G'day, Johnny. It's great to be back here for another session of Ask Johnny. G'day, Johnny. It's great to have you back here for another episode. Of course, we've got a letter here, Johnny, and it's from Flem. Flem's in Sydney. And he says, Johnny, there are $3,000 fines for COVID stay-at-home breaches. What if people don't pay these fines because they can't afford to, Johnny? Should they be jailed? I need some advice. Signed, Flem. God bless. Thanks, Flem. Johnny, what do you think about that? Yeah, the fine situation. What are you going to fine these people? You just can't let them walk around and if people can't afford to pay a fine, what are they going to go to jail?
Strongest laws, some of the strongest police action coming.
It means $3,000 fines will be issued to people exercising in groups of 3 or more anywhere in Greater Sydney.
You just can't let them walk around thinking it's all beer and Skittles out there. Fine them.
Businesses can now be fined $5,000 for a first offence.
We have to ask them to scan the barcode.
Oh, that sounds like bullshit, Johnny. And if they don't pay, they've got to go to jail. Jail, where you're locked in a little room by yourself. The government pays for your meals and that, and you're stuck in there for a couple of weeks. Isn't that just like hotel quarantine, Johnny? Well, yeah, it is. It's just like hotel quarantine. Yeah. No, it's totally different, Johnny. Get another question. Now, just a little message. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe are the only 3 words you got to think of. Yeah, right, Johnny. Wise words again. And now we've got a letter from Wolf. And Wolf's in Turkey. And hello to all our fans in Turkey. Ask Johnny's got millions of them over there. But Johnny, Wolf says, Johnny, Kabul in Afghanistan has fallen to the Taliban. Are all the people the Prime Minister of Australia said were, quote, top priority out of there? Please, throw in your 2 bobs worth, Johnny. Signed, Wolf in Turkey. P.S. Everyone in Turkey is a fan of Ask Johnny. Thanks, Wolf. Yeah, Johnny, it's a disaster in Afghanistan. For all our people out, they've only had 2 years to prepare. Wolf. What can I say? About 2 months ago, Ask Johnny, formerly the Pettoon Channel, we did a hard-hitting expose on this very subject, where we questioned the Prime Minister of Australia on his commitment to getting interpreters and caterers and every damn thing and their families out of Afghanistan. Because if the Taliban comes along, and the Taliban have got a pretty shabby record on this, if they come along, they'll just bloody shoot them all. Right, yes. What were we doing to get them out?
Afghani locals who assisted our troops.
This task has the utmost urgency and priority of the government, and we're in very constant engagement with our allies and partners as part of that broader effort.
Well, how is it you and I worked it out 2 months ago, Johnny, that this was going to happen? And he, of course, said back then, oh, yes, it's a top priority for the government. But I ask you, Johnny, as you've just hinted at, how can 2 dumbasses like you and me, how can we know what's going on in Afghanistan? And we're all set to move. If we were given the chance, we'd be all set to move and get the bastards out of there as quickly as possible. But now, they've been caught with their pants down.
Terrible news, dramatic few hours in Afghanistan. Are we going to be able to evacuate the remaining nationals and also those Afghans who've been assisting Australian Defence Forces?
Well, since April, 430 locally engaged employees, Afghans and their families, we've been able to already bring to Australia and resettle, anticipating this deteriorating situation. As you know, we closed our embassy in May and moved the Australian personnel at that time. We're continuing.
Oh, that's piss weak. They've been caught with their pants down.
Victoria's Taliban fighters posed inside the presidential palace after the country's US-backed leader and his staff fled the capital. The militants appeared to encounter little or no resistance as they moved into Kabul.
It drives me bloody crazy, Johnny, as it does you, that they sit around and they say, oh, now we've got this huge panic, when just two bums like you and I, Johnny, could see it coming 8 weeks ago. Yeah. Right, Johnny, wise words again. Yes, but we've got another letter, of course. And this is from Honey in Bombala. Hello to everyone in Bombala. Ask Johnny has got a huge audience in Bombala, let me assure you. And Honey says, Johnny, people are saying that cattle are a huge supplier of greenhouse gases with their belching and farting. But with 7.4 billion people on the planet, belching and farting many times a day, do you think that cows are really to blame? Signed Honey from Bombala. And she's giving kiss to us all here. Thanks, Honey. Johnny, what do you think about that? Cows or humans? Honey, is it? Yeah, Honey, you're onto something. I reckon that's some sort of conspiracy theory to throw the blame of all the bullshit going on in the atmosphere back on the cattle. Yeah, you're onto something there, Johnny. You can't tell me that 7.4 billion people farting and belching every morning isn't gonna escalate the problem of greenhouse gases. Just to throw it back on the cattle, they haven't got any representation. They've just got to suck it up and sit out there in the paddocks and fart and belch and sit out there in the rain. Right, yes. How would you feel like being blamed for the bloody global warming situation? Right, yeah. Actually, we are being blamed for the global warming situation, but that's beside the point. Oh, I don't know about that, Johnny. Come on. You just can't go around accusing innocent species of contributing to such a bloody disaster as global warming. Wise words again. Yeah. And I'm going to say the Ask Johnny channel, formerly the Pettoon channel, is going to take this on board and we're going to do something about it. I see. Some new association of like don't blame the cows or something we could start and protect these valuable species. Yeah. Actually getting a few less people in the world, that wouldn't go astray either.
This is to a biblical prophecy come true, and there shall be destruction and darkness come upon creation, and the beast shall reign over the earth.
Right, there needs to be more action taken, Johnny, that's for sure. But we've got another letter here, Johnny, and it's from Flog in Yazoo. And hello to everybody in Yazoo. Ask Johnny has got millions of followers in Yazoo. Thanks for following us, Flog. But Johnny Flog says, Johnny, my wife is always accusing me of not listening to her. I actually don't listen to her, but need something to say to diffuse the situation. Please, Johnny, impart your vast knowledge of the opposite sex to help me and other young men in crisis. Signed, Flog. Thanks, Flog. Johnny, what do you think of that? Young Flog, he's just one of many millions of young men who are all at sea when it comes to handling their women folk. Why, if it was me, Flog, if my spouse would actually say to me one day that you're not listening to me, and if she said that up to 3 times in a row, I would just turn around with a glazed look in my eye and say, I can't remember what you're saying because I'm mesmerised by your beauty. Oh yeah, I'm listening to you, love. I'm just mesmerised by your beauty. I mean, have a look at you. This frog is a surefire winner. They haven't got an answer for it. Yeah. Oh, young frog. So when your missus says, you're not bloody listening to me, you just say I'm mesmerised by your beauty. Yeah, you're onto something there, Johnny. And keep it serious. Don't bloody laugh or smirk. She'll think you're being a smart ass. Oh yeah. Did we charter some waters of unknown destiny today? Let me tell you. If you want to see more of this claptrap, well, stay tuned, because we're going to be back very shortly with more of Ask Johnny. But until then, it's goodbye from everyone here.
But Dr. Marvin, I can't let you have the car. Get out of my way, Frank. Please, Dr. Marvin, I don't want to lose my job.